Hi, Joe Cerrone. Welcome to CAD-116 in our weekly Zoom classroom meeting. Alrighty, so due to the 4th of July holiday, we didn't have a meeting yesterday, and so we moved it to today. And we always have open lab on Wednesdays at 9:30 until 12. As we look at the outline of topics and the upcoming events, we'll have student assistance today and tomorrow, and module 3 is due. If we take a look at the content area, module 3, basic drawing setup, what's due is these 5 drawing plates. And then bonus assignments for those students that like more work to do. We have a mechanical and an architectural assignment that students can choose from. There's a PowerPoint. Plates 6 through 10 shows the drawings. General design link gives us a video. And then here's our PDFs of the drawing assignments. And then you can download the title blocks either from this area here in the lab, where we can just open that and give that a shot, or we can download the title blocks from the title blocks area, all title blocks for CAD-116. So with that, module 3 is due tomorrow. If you do need more time, and that's typical of this type of work, send us an email and ask for an extension, and Al and I will take a look at your request for that. We've also released module 4, and so module 4 is right here. We have videos for the different drawings, and so we have an OSNAP video right here. And this video outlines the OSNAP areas of the textbook and then goes through the basic drawings. We also have a mechanical or an architectural lab that you can choose from. And so as we look at the different commands or the different drawings, you can choose either this mechanical drawing here. This one's from last year. The video is a little older, so in keeping up with the newer versions, we're making new videos with the assignments from the textbook. But the old ones are still really quite well produced, and so we have those as bonus assignments. You don't have to complete them, but we do find some students are always looking for more work to do. And then here's the architectural assignment. And so as we look at the module 4 assignments, the class or the drawings that are required is the OSNAP drawing and the polyline drawing. And so if we open the polyline drawing, we've already completed it, but what we've done is we've given you the solution for it, and then we want you to go through and just to duplicate that information. So as we work with polylines, we'll work with creating these different geometries like this cross shape right here. And then as we work with that, when we work with polylines, what's nice about them is that they have database information. And so as we go through and we create these different geometries, and I'm just going to create this cross shape above the other one, and I'm creating it with the polyline command. And what that will do is that will treat the objects as one drawing entity. And so there we have it. And I need a little bit more coffee today. It looks like this is slightly off. And so if I go and fix it, we can use these grips to pull those informations back in. So as we create these different geometries and different boundary type shapes, We can also calculate things like the area. And so if I go to the utilities here, I can measure the area of a polygon or a polyline. And so computer's glitching a little bit here. We can say object, and then we can select that object, and it'll calculate out that area for us. Other things that are really cool about polylines is that we can use them for basic 3D drawing. And so as we start to build our CAD skills, we can do things like switch over to a 3D modeling workspace and change over our visual display to conceptual. And then we could do things like to extrude this. And the nice thing about extruding three-dimensional polylines is that they have boundary shapes, and we can go through and create these different 3D models, which we can then export and print on 3D printers. So there's some really good aspects to working with these different polylines, and then some of the other aspects to working with them allow us to do these different modeling techniques as we start to work with them. There is a video for the polyline exercise. And so if we go through, here's the polyline video tutorial, as well as the OSNAP video tutorial. And so we can take a look at that. Joe Cerrone. Today we're going to take a look at module 4. And so that's our polyline. This was a Zoom video, but it still works just the same. We'll go through and show how to create those different polylines. And it's got the audio transcript as well. All righty, back to the main program, module 4. Bonus exercise, architectural design lab is set up. And the architectural drawings, we get a number of students that will want to just work exclusively with architectural. And what we want to do with the architectural drawing is to create this floor plan on the floor plan layer, and then these furniture block symbols. And so as we work with this, we'll work with the title block, a B-size title block, and then we'll create the geometry for that, put it onto our title block, double click in the viewport, and then we set the scale on the architectural drawings. And so if I say 1/4 of an inch equals a foot, and then I lock that in, then when we start to take these drawings down to, say, the facilities department or something, we can actually scale them and measure them, since the viewports are configured at scale when we print the drawings. And so that's your choice. You can either choose the architectural drawing, put it on the architectural title block, or you can work on the mechanical drawing. And then there's always a few bonus exercises in here, like this stair plan or polyline assignment, which is required. Here's our other mechanical assignment, and you'll put that on a B-size mechanical title block as well. All righty. So as we take a look at the course and how things are heading, outline of topics will help you keep track of what we're working on. And so you can take a look at the outline of topics. This week, read chapter 7 from the AutoCAD instructor textbook, work on module 4, and then take the module 4 quiz. And so the textbook assignment for that is I use the digital version, chapter 7, object snap and object snap tracking. And we go through all the different components to creating these very accurate drawings using OSNAP modes. And OSNAP modes are just ways of attaching to endpoints of arcs, endpoints of lines, insertion points for blocks, intersections. And so we take those for granted when we draw with a pencil. We just use our eye to say, oh, we're going to just draw it from that intersection. But when we work with the CAD system, we're using this vector-based geometry that's extremely precise. And these geometric object snap modes help us keep those drawings precise. And then at the end of the chapter, of the reading assignment, you'll see where we got our mechanical drawing assignment from. It's actually in the end of chapter 8. And so here's our drawing assignment. And then we have videos for these drawing assignments as well. And so in module 4, we've created new videos for those as well. And so you can go through and work on the mechanical assignment. Don't have a new video for the architectural one, but we just created that one last semester, so I think that one's fine. All righty. So it takes you through the construction using offset and trim commands, drawing the circles, using layers to create center marks, and then adding the dimensions. Make sure that you turn in the drawing files for these exercises. So as we work with our CAD system, you want to turn in the drawing file. And so if we take a look at this, once I've completed it, you'll put your name on it. Place the title of the drawing. Save the file. Use the save as. And I'm saving this as my initials, module 4, or I think we were calling them lab 4, and I'm just going to say mechanical. And so to turn that in, I'm just going to save as again, just to track where I put that. Looks like I didn't put it in my usual directory, so I'm going to go and navigate over. I'm just going to go and put this on my USB for module 4. Save that. And then to turn those assignments in, you want to go to the D2L assignments folder for module 4. And then you want to attach that file. And so here's the grading criteria. Things like using dimensions, proper layers for things like object lines, hidden lines. Add a file, and then just browse over to where you saved that DWG file. Put it in my last semester's directory. So here's my lab. And so when I attach that, it'll attach the DWG file. And then you can always put a note here in the comments and submit it. And then we'll go through and grade that and give you feedback. Remember to take the quiz. So the module 4 quiz is active. You can take that up to 4 times. And that's our weekly Zoom classroom meeting for this holiday week. Hope you have a happy and safe 4th of July holiday week. That ends our classroom video. I'm going to stop the recording and open things up for questions.